who came to visit. This is Poe. This is my little kitty. He's named after, oh, bye-bye. That's my kitty. He's named after Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was one of my favorite authors of all time, so I named my kitty after him. His name is Poe. Ty, you want to come say hi too? Come here. Ugh. This is my puppy dog. This is Tiberius, after James Tiberius Kirk, or Ty from Battlestar Galactica, or as my husband says, Ty from a TIE fighter in Star Wars. I don't know, but he's so handsome. Kisses. Oh, kisses. Oh, thank you. How's it going, guys? My name is Cassie from Anchored by Books, and today I'm gonna do my first ever book review, and it's gonna be on Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. This is gonna be a spoiler-free review. I'm gonna try to do a spoiler-free review. Let's hope I don't give any spoilers away. This is my very first Colleen Hoover book that I ever read. She has, I don't know, a couple books out. I know she's done The Slammed. Is it like a trilogy? Is it a series? I'm not quite sure. And then she has done The Never Never. Oh, this is not my first Colleen Hoover book. I am a liar. I read Never Never Part 1 by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher, which is really good too. Any Hooser. So I lied. This is my second Colleen Hoover book, but this is my first solo Colleen Hoover book, if that makes any sense at all. So Slammed is a new adult contemporary, and it centers around our protagonist, Sydney. Sydney every night would go out on her balcony in her apartment complex, and across the courtyard in another apartment kind of across the way, there was this boy that would come out every night and play guitar. So she would go out there and she would listen to him play, and she loved it. And then she found out her boyfriend was cheating on her with her best friend slash roommate, Tori. So after that happens, Sydney is left to just get out of her apartment. She doesn't want to be there with Hunter and Tori. So she moves in with the boy across the way. His name is Ridge. Ridge has something kind of special about him that I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep that so you guys can read it for yourself. Ridge is part of a band called Sounds of Cedar. Ridge writes music for the band. He's been having this kind of writer's block, and he noticed that back when Sydney was still living in her apartment across the way, that when he played, she would make up lyrics to his songs, and he thought, boom, I need her to write songs for me. I need her to write songs for my band. So after everything ends with her and her boyfriend, she, like I said, moves in with Ridge, and they start writing music together. One of the coolest things about this book, I must say, this book has a whole album that goes with the book. So you can actually see the songs that they wrote, that Ridge and Sydney write together. But Colleen Hoover worked with someone named Griffith Peterson, and Griffith actually made the lyrics to this book come alive into an actual album that you can listen to. So as I was reading the lyrics in the book, I would listen to the album, and that made it just so much deeper. Because you really, when these two people write lyrics together, you can just feel everything that they're feeling, and it feels so real. These two characters, both Ridge and Sydney, are probably some of my favorite characters of all time. So Ridge has two other roommates. There is Warren and a girl, I think her name is Bridget. Bridget's kind of a witch. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Warren, I want to know so much more about Warren. He is so funny. Warren, Sydney, and Ridge would all play pranks on each other. Oh my gosh, it is so funny. Would Sydney put, what was it, soap like in his eggs? Oh my gosh, that was priceless. And then Bridget ate them too. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. And as the story progresses, you get to read it more through their lyrics. The more songs they make, the more intimate the songs get. I must say, one of my favorite songs from the whole album is I'm in Trouble.
I'm in trouble, trouble. That's all you're gonna get. I know, my singing is on fleek. I'm not gonna say on fleek again. Let's cut that out. I don't want to say that again.
So Ridge is in a band called Sounds of Cedar with his brother Brennan. Brennan isn't really in the book very often. I kind of wish he was. I want to know more of his story. I want to know more about Brennan, and I want to know more about Brennan and Ridge's childhood. We got a little snippet of it when we're learning about why the band is called Sounds of Cedar, which you're gonna have to read because it all ties in with Ridge's little secret. When I found about Ridge's secret and how Sydney reacted to it, I was just like mind blown. Made me love Sydney so much more because she didn't care, and she didn't treat him any differently. She still treated him like she did before she knew. And I love how everyone around Ridge also treats him like anyone else would. Which I know makes no sense if you haven't read the book, but you gotta read the book to find it out, because I promise I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And there's this one part where Sydney is singing and Ridge is there and things go down. Not things that you think happen, things that have to do with Ridge's little secret. And it, oh my gosh, it hit me right in the feels. Ridge is quite the man. I absolutely loved how fast-paced this novel was. Like I said, this is my first full-length Colleen Hoover novel, and her writing is just superb. Superb. Colleen Hoover, your writing is fantastic. I think Colleen Hoover is going to be an auto-buy author for me from now on. So altogether, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. This is probably my second, if not my #1 book that I've read so far this year. This book I thought was phenomenal. I loved it. It kept me intrigued the whole entire time. I just loved Ridge and Sydney's dynamic. I thought they worked perfectly together.
Is that a spoiler? That's not considered a spoiler, is it? Sorry!
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!